playgrounds, level playgrounds, and when the roads are being done, people are going to buy minibuses and so on, because we already have those things, but the roads are very bad. We even have a tractor to do farming. We can't carry the tractor in the back dams because it's low, the road is bad. But anytime we can have an excavator in Wakupo, we're going to fast track into development and fast track into the future soon.
So let me see what we can do. We'll make a note of it. We bought 2. Remember, we promised to buy 2 for the Pomeroon. So 1 for upper and 1 for the lower end. And those would be already available. The pontoon, you have to build some pontoons too? Huh? So it's going to come to the Pomeroon by this weekend. Okay. The pontoons and the excavators, because we had promised this a while. But from the time we try to deliver on the things we promised, so we're making sure that we do this. But we'll make a note about Wakupo too, and then see if we can get something, maybe a small excavator dedicated in the future. All right?
Yes, a small one, a mini excavator that can, be transported by boat is going to be real wonderful.
All right, thank you. Take care. But what I wanted to hear more about you is about the business today, not just community problems. I go a lot and I hear about all the community problems. But the business, and what are the areas you see we should focus on? Like, what are the opportunities for business? What are some of the other things? Like the comrade at the back there said about cattle rearing. He's going into cattle and livestock. And this is an important industry for us. The army is, the comrade who was talking about pigs, the army is producing 4,600 breeding animals for us this year. The army and the Ministry of Agriculture working together, breeding animals, so we can have, improve the stock, greatly. We had brought in one time from Florida and Suriname, when I was president, the breeding animals, and that made a huge difference to the pig rearers in many parts of the country. So we're working on that. On the cattle side, the embryos, we're looking at bringing in some of those, and even some animals from Brazil now to upgrade the stocks that we have. You know about the sheep project that we have, the Black Belly project that's starting with Barbados. So we may be even able to do some of that here in this region, the Black Belly project. But people don't have much grazing lands here. A lot of it is like rice, and that is going to be a constraint here. Unlike, say, Region 5, where we have large amounts of land that people already own, but they're not under cultivation. They can do livestock more in those areas. So, yes, please.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Rohan Ryan, the owner of Guyanese Steel Waste Manufacturing. I think you should remember me, Vice.
Yes, I remember you. I remember.
Okay. Well, it's the same issue here again.
Yes, the regulatory thing, the Chinese thing.
Yeah,
coming
GNBS.
Right. GNBS.
Up to now, I didn't get. I had 3 calls from office of the president. Just called to ask me my address, nothing else.
Oh, really? Because that's why we set up this unit, not to call people and ask them their address. You want to tell me when you receive these calls so I could deal with it too? Because some of the people we put there to follow up, and you said you received 3 calls from them, but they didn't move the issue forward.
No.
What did they tell you?
The last call was
who made?
I believe
There's a guy
by the
named
name of Marcel. Someone by the name of Marcel.
Marcel.
I think. Yeah.
Marcel?
Yeah, about a week back.
Oh, Marcel, yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
what did she say?
She just asked me my address, and that's it. But There is nothing. I had to lay off 2 employees because of the same unfair competition and the cost and all of this. So two skill employee I had to lay off.
Yeah.
Because of this unfair competition that I'm facing.
No. We'll have to deal with it. I'm going to speak back to the unit because we put these people there to follow up because we can't follow up personally.
I know this is a very hard thing for you to handle everything.
Everywhere
I
in
could
the
remember
country.
Father Chelby said that how we set up the local organ, the regional organ to handle these stuff. So
Yes.
there is a lot of things and
I agree. All right, we'll follow up again on this matter. I'm going to make sure that someone senior calls you. Okay?
Okay. I would like to thank again for the grant that everyone will be benefited from.
Yes.
And I think it's a great initiative. Along with the jobs that are around Essequibo, it's really, really great. And I need to do a lot for the Essequibo because Essequibo, it's one area where it's farming.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of other skilled people out there that need the
And training too. You know, I said to the people that we hired yesterday, if anybody needs training, anybody, through the GOLD program, or we can find a scholarship for anyone, either at the university level or technical training, we can pay for the training for people to be trained in any area. So we can work, but Minister Manik-Chan will send her here to work with people on the coast. So I hope that many of you will take advantage of that too, the training programs that we'll start.
Yeah, that would be great again, and I hope that Essequibo will make use of it. And just as well as the job and the grants and everything, I hope it go to good use.
All right.
At least mine will be at good use because right now my business is not.
Yes, I'm sorry to hear that. This is competition from China and the unfair.
It's an unfair competition. It's
Yes,
not a competition.
yes.
If it was a fair competition. So
Yeah, I agree. It's unfair competition. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening.
President, good morning each and everyone. Vice President Comrade Zulfi and Comrade Nigel, I would just like to welcome you once more to Essequibo. The reason I'm here, I'm very happy and I'm very thankful to Comrade VP for making the promise fulfilled. You know, the last time when he was here, I made the statement I got up and I was asking for help for my business. I have a value-added product business where I normally sell local juice on the market. But I had some issues in terms of like getting transportation and stuff. I worked through those challenges and I got through it. But however, the pandemic, it was kind of, had the business not flowing as it should. So I came and I asked, and he intervened. Today I'm here now to thank him because whatever little that is being inputted into my business, it will go a far way. Because during the pandemic, my business was surviving because persons have always wanted fresh, locally made juice. So I moved from the process of tying in plastic bag, because I used to tie in plastic bag before, to bottling it now and sealing it. So with this grant, I know for sure that my business will grow tremendously because it is an extra working capital for me. So Comrade VP, I'm very thankful this morning. I'm very grateful for whatever you have provided for me and my business and my family. On behalf of my family, I thank you very much.
You're welcome. So yeah, that's really good that you think, and you get your fruits like from the area. Where do you get the fruits from? From the coast? Okay. So you provide basically an income to the farmers too. They have fruit. Okay. And can you do it like a larger scale? Because the demand for this stuff on the coast might limit how big you can grow. Because if you don't have to grow the demand, there's another juice guy up on the charity end too, right?
I know for sure I can expand because I was thinking about employing someone else with me to do stuff like who would normally cut passion fruit while because I do the retail myself. So if I get some wholesale, so what I do, I planted a few soursop trees and so forth within my yard space. So you know, I could sustain my business also. They're flowering right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I try to put
but
everything.
If we do this on a bigger scale, because we have to, the problem is the land, Dolphy. The land here, because everything is on the rise. That's why we have to relook at that closure project. Right, so we got to look at this closure project. We have to open up a bit more land in the region for growing these things on a larger scale.
I would gladly.
On a main. Yeah, so, and that's fertile lands? Citrus for that area on the naming.
I don't know if Farmers Zulfi can, we take a good look.
Because we can provide all the planting material for free.
Yeah.
Where, you know, all the plants we can produce, yes. We can get all the plants produced for free from the government side if people would plant.
Yeah.
So we can do a project like that, so if we can expand the nursery in the region, hire more people. In fact, Nigel, you should attach some of the people we hire to the nursery and let them learn skills like grafting. The grafting is an important skill to learn. And you know, so we should take maybe 50 or so of those people from the agriculture, because we have a lot from the charity and maybe from the bomb room end, and attach them to the nursery here and expand. And then we can supply the planting material to people who want to plant and grow it on a bigger scale, you know. So if under naming is opening up, and those are privately held lands, the summer state lands, yeah. So we should look at it. We should really look at it and grow this on a larger scale. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know if within the Kuduk area you have any vacant farmlands available, because you know that area is more fertile because it's closer to the Supernam River.
Yes, we have to do an inventory of all the land and stuff, and we got to avoid land grabbing too. Some people take land from the government and then they sit on it. They don't do anything with it. They just want to get it and they get a lease, and when the lease is there, nothing. They don't put it into production. We have a lot of that in the Palm Room. Big tracts of land given to people, 10,000 acres and stuff like that. Nothing. They're not doing with the land. Okay, all right, thanks.
Anybody else?
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. Protocol observed. My name is Larry McKenzie. VP, I am doing a small business, but more concernedly, I am focusing upon skill training along with my business. I'm doing sheet metal and plumbing, and I know that this skill is lacked in many the region. But I'm here now to thank the region, the initiative for giving me the grant so that I can extend. And with this extension, I intend training about 5 young persons in the field of plumbing and sheet metal. So I'm asking that.
Can you train a few more?
Yes, I could.
Yeah, maybe we should look at that. One time we had this, when we scaled up Board of Industrial Training, the training there, and I said to the minister, Joe Hamilton, Minister of Labor, we had a meeting recently, and so we have a lot of money under the Board of Industrial Training, and I said to them, focus on regions 2, 10, 5, and 6, And then we will focus at the Kurkuru College on the 1, 7, 8, and 9. So that they should focus now on these regions, because that's where we have a lot of unemployment, like Region 10 in Linden and in Berbice where the sugar was closed, and here. So I'm going to ask Minister Hamilton to work with Nigel and bring the people from Board of Industrial Training. And the region has to help to recruit people, and they can pay, they have the resources already for the training, and you can then get some of them attached to you as apprentices, and also, so even if they get work from the government, then the apprentices alone. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Oh, no problem.
Okay then.
So if
Anybody else?
you have anything, if not,
Anyone else?
I just leave you to. You're probably anxious to collect the resources. Don't let to hear me talk too much already. So, all right then. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you again in the future when I come back, and I hope that you put the money to good use, as I said before, to make sure that you can expand what you're doing. Thank you very much, Comrades. Thank you.